I'm going to share with you how I've set up my ELA writing binder. Start off, here's my cover, and you can see I have 5 sections. And these are my tabs inside: drafts, notes, logs, spelling, and novels. Those are the 5 sections that the tabs will be labeled as. When I open it up, I have a cover sheet here. I might give this copy to the kids to put inside. Their cover is actually going to be a cardstock piece that they're going to decorate to personalize their binder. In the front pocket, I keep this. I might use this. It's my little sheet. If I need to make special writing plans, these are the 5 things. Today I'm going to teach you. Watch me while I teach you now. You are going to try it. This is true today and every day, and off you go. I say 1, 2, 3, rock the words. So if I need to organize my thoughts, I try to sort of put it in that frame. That's on my wall too, to sort of guide me, keep me moving as a teacher through the lesson. So here are the 5 tabs. They're labeled drafts, notes, reading logs, spelling, and novels. Turn the page, and what's different between mine and the kids, they're going to have 5 tabs. You can see I actually have several draft tabs. Drafts narratives, drafts informational, drafts persuasive, drafts fiction, and drafts extra topics. Same thing goes for the notes section. Just a single tab for reading, spelling, and novels in my section. I'm going to go to the drafts. This sheet here is one we made and gave you a copy of, and it is September, October personal narrative writing topics to choose from. And we had things like water, summer, collections, playgrounds. There's a whole variety depending on what you want to cover in your classroom. And everything listed here, there's actually an assignment graphic organizer, and a lot of them have extra supplemental sheets. Like for water, there's the graphic organizer sheet to start the lesson with, and then there's some reading articles like from ReadWorks on water. There's different things like that. Even on this sheet, we have a sheet that shows us some additional activities you can do with water. I have a video I'm going to show them. I'm going to give them a little water bottle, things to inspire them as we enter the topic. So I have a whole stack of potential topics for personal narrative here. This is my teacher collection. I selected 8 that I want to try and cover during the first 2 months. I pulled them to the front. I put a Post-it on them to tab them as to what I'm going to cover. I'm going to cover water, summer, collections, respect, perseverance, and we have a sheet on that. I'll show you later. So those are there and organized for me. This is the second section, November, December, informational topics to choose from. We have things like frogs, toads, biography, random acts of kindness. I haven't gone through and picked what I want to teach at, but they're there ready and waiting to be reviewed. Now I'm going to go to the second tab, the notes section. I found these dividers that have pockets, which is nice because I'm using the pocket to, and the front of it, it says personal narrative, student notes, masters being used. So these are the ones I'm passing out to the kids. They've gone to district. I'm keeping an extra copy here in case I have to run and make a quick copy for someone who's lost them, or maybe a new student moved in. So what I did is I took all of Not So Wimpy Teacher's 38 lessons, pulled out her note sheets, and here are the ones I'm using. On the back of the pocket, these are the ones I'm not using. I'm not using at this time. I might find that there's something in there that I actually decide I want to cover after all, so I have quick access to it. Or maybe next year I want to change up what I'm teaching, and it might not be these 8, but I might have to change it a little bit. Or maybe I'm going to get so good at teaching this stuff that I'm going to actually be able to cover more than 8, and I have them right there to pull from. these are the 8 I'm doing. I made this nice cover sheet. You have a copy of it, but I've updated it, and I'm happy to give you the updated version. The video from Teaching Without Frills, this is the column here. This is the graphic organizer mentor text from Not So Wimpy Teacher. That's the name of it, and there's the lesson it comes from. And this is the writing task. That's from the notes, the draft section up front. Water, summer, collections, respect, perseverance, popcorn, chocolate, Halloween. So this sheet here is the table of contents sheet that we made that covers all of the Not So Wimpy Teacher materials. We put that together last fall. We did it for like 3 of the units. It tells you the lesson. If there's an anchor chart that matches, there it is. If she offers a mentor text, there it is. Some of them had task cards, and this was the other supply column. You should have a copy of that. If not, you can make a copy. So I keep that in there. And then here are my tabs for all of the lessons. I have 31 tabs. That's how many come in the packet. There's actually 38 lessons, so the last 7 are all behind 31. But let's go to like lesson 4 would be a good example. This is Wimpy Teacher material. And so there are her notes for teaching the lesson. Those would be like our Spark notes. And so there's the graphic organizer. I had some colored ones from last year, so that's why they're in here. This is going to be my sheet that I write on. I've actually gone through these, watched the video, looked at the notes, thought it out, and made some teacher notes for myself. So this will sort of be something that I'll personalize. And then there's the mentor text on the back. The kids will be getting this sheet. Theirs is white. It'll be in their notebook. This is also, this is from Wimpy Teacher PowerPoint set. And these are, it matches the notes, coming up with good story ideas. She just has it presented the other way. But this is going to be the anchor chart that I'm going to hang on the wall. I'll just slip them in page protectors, so I'll end up having like 7 or 8 on the wall throughout this unit. There it is, it's just blank. So there would be lesson 4. There's my materials. I've made some adjustments, like lesson 22 teaches ending. And so here's the Spark notes from Wimpy Teacher. Sheet I'll just sort of write on. Next extra copy I had, I just stuck it in there like an extra master. But because last year I actually did a lesson for my observation on ending, I came up with a better one. And so I'll probably teach both of these during the week. This is ending your personal narrative, and I taught the kids 6 different ways to end, including number 6, surprise. And that was when I used the story The Ride, which is a little girl on a roller coaster. Because I found this and I felt it matched our STEM stuff. And she's afraid to go on the roller coaster, and at the end she wants to be first in line to go at the end to go again. So it was a surprise. I think I have the book on this, and it's also available online, like through YouTube. It's told online, and it's told really well. So I added that in. I would imagine if we carry this stuff for a couple of years, I'd have more that would be personalized. So that is my section on notes for personal narrative. It takes up a lot of room because 38 Wimpy Teacher lessons is thick. So I would imagine after I teach narrative, I'm going to take these out, and then I will insert into my binder the Wimpy Teacher stuff for informational text. I haven't prepared that yet. I don't want to prepare too much until I feel that I know that this system's working. Next section is reading log. I have nothing in here. What I will have in here is I'm going to go down and print each kid's AR sheet, and then I'll stick them all in here. This would be after they've read something. Maybe I'll do it before they even read a book. And I'm going to use these sheets as sort of my clipboard. And if I see Johnny's sheet is here, I'll call up Johnny. We'll have a conference. I'll give him his sheet to take back and insert into his. there'll probably be some notes on it from our little mini conversation. Then I'll call the next person, and I'll keep doing little reading conferences until all of my sheets have been handed out. Maybe a week, week and a half it'll take me. Then I'll go print again, and I'll call them up one by one again. So that'll keep me on track. I'll always know who I need to meet with because I have their sheet. If I have their sheet, we need to meet. The next section is spelling. This is a copy of the spelling dictionary. It's just in here because it's a master. Theirs is going to be inserted in the back of their binder. But I did want to give them something in there as spelling. So I have a master copy. It's 6 pages long, 1 page for each unit of our 3rd grade spelling words. I thought it was a good resource to have in there. They can sort of see what's coming up. They can highlight words that they missed on a test to know which ones they struggle with. You could do whatever you want with that. And the last section is novels, because I know sometimes we like to read novels and give them a packet that matches it. So I'm going to have them keep it in here. That would be things we're reading in class that I gave you a handout for. Probably after we finish the novel, I'll have them take that packet out and take it home. So we're not keeping too many things in here. So this is our Thursday meeting. There's my binder. Happy to give you a copy of anything I have in there.